Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's YouTube. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Big Daddy.
And we are headed to my doctor's visit today. We are just about there, about to pull in anyway. And so come along with us to the doctor today and see what else we do today. We are here at my hospital, going to my doctor's office, my primary care physician, who is also my rheumatologist here in Monroe. I also see a rheumatologist in Shreveport, but this is the one I see here. So hopefully we'll get a decent parking spot. Who knows?
Well, you're going to get out at the door now.
Oh, well, there we go. I'm getting out at the door.
Here. Oh, there's one right there. How about that?
That's our lucky day. How in the world did you spot that?
That. Look for the shadows.
Oh.
You see a break in the shadow.
We're not too far from the door anyway. It is a bright, hot day out here. Very sunny. Sun is shining super bright. A lot of people are sitting in their cars, talking on their cell phones through their cars, which amplifies outside their car. So several conversations going on there. Big Daddy's coming along behind me. Whew. Wow. A few people here.
His office, you go check in.
I can check in at his office. You gonna beat me there? It looks like you are. I'm a dragon.
I know.
I can't slow it.
Like your gas is low.
Oh yeah. My battery is running out. Whew. Goodness. We were in the waiting room at my doctor's office, and he thinks I'm talking to him. And as soon as we was going in, I felt something wet on my leg, and my tube had come undone right here, and just poured down my leg. So I had this tube, and I just put it in my purse. We got it cleaned up as best we could. I just got out of the shower like 30 minutes ago. I washed all that smell off of me, and now it's back on me again. Ugh. Tired of that. And then got it all hooked back up again. But we'll see if they might put me a new gtube in. Because honestly, I think Sissy bit this one. I woke up and she was laying beside me on my tube. I think she might have bit it. And so it's getting air in there somehow way. And also it's wet at times. And so I think it may have a little cat tooth hole in it. She's calling me back. Now we're waiting in the room to see the doctor. Big Daddy's over there just working away on his phone. Setting up stuff with the new place already. When we leave here, I think we're going there to sign some papers and stuff. So we're just waiting on the doctor. And let's see what we can do about this tubing. Anyway. At least it's cool in here and not hot because it's very hot outside. Thankfully, it's a lot cooler in here. He just zoned down on that phone, working away, talking to about 3 different people, trying to get stuff done. Okay, well, I saw my doctor, and he sent me over to the surgery clinic to see the surgeons, to let them look at my tube and see if they want to change it today, put a new gtube in. So that's what we're waiting on. Big Daddy's still on his phone. So I don't know if they're looking for my size tube yet or what, but they'll be in here in a minute. We're just waiting. A lot going on today. This tube is gave me a lot of problems overnight. It was leaking out everywhere, just covered the floor. And I was trying to clean up the floor, and then my nose is pouring fluid, and it was just a mess. It really was. Big Daddy's just sleeping away. He didn't have no idea what was going on. He got up this morning, he's like, what happened? I had to move the mat from under my chair and put it in the shower and try to wash it. Had to clean up the bathroom floor, kitchen floor, the parlor floor, everywhere. I was just leaking out everywhere and having a mess. Too much for me to deal with in the middle of the night. I never did get to go to sleep. I didn't even get to sit down, lay down. I didn't get to get in my recliner or anything. So after we get out of here and we have a couple errands to run, when we get home, I'm going to bed. So now, tiny little room. I'm sitting up on the bed, the exam bed. So in a tiny little room now, waiting on the surgeons to come in. I'm sure a whole team of them's gonna come in there any minute. They all have to look and see and talk about it. Which they all know me. So, we'll see what gets done. So the surgeon did come in and talk with me and looked at my tube and checked everything out and all. So now he's going to try to find a tube to replace it with. So I need a 24 French tube. That's what size tube I have. So he's going on the hunt to look for a 24 French tube. I told him, yeah, I just had a hard time dealing with all this, and it's been a headache. It's been a headache for sure. So much going on, so much trouble with this. I'm tired of it. I'm just ready to be over it. What you doing, Big Daddy?
Looking through Instagram.
Oh, hello. Anyway, so we're just waiting now for them to find a tube and come back, and I'm trying to get them to get me a new catheter bag too. Drain bag, whatever it's called. I guess it's more like a catheter bag, but just using it as a drain bag for my stomach. And see if I can get some more of that magic pink tape. I've been trying to find that pink tape. None of the places in town have it, and I couldn't even find it on Amazon. So anyway, and I'm so sleepy. I really am. I could lay back on this little exam table here and take a nap. Okay, so we have left the hospital now, obviously. But they did put in a new gtube for me. And so, hopefully that's going to work better for me. Hopefully so. So anyway, we're riding around kind of wasting time waiting on someone to get out of a meeting so we can meet with them. And so we thought we'd just ride over here to the river, the Ouachita River, here that divides West Monroe and Monroe. I don't know what all that dirt is, but
I've never been down there. Have you?
we are just, yeah. We're just riding around looking at the river. It's really low. Like, really low. I'm not sure why it's so low, but it is. But anyway, we're just riding around, kind of wasting a few minutes. Was expecting to go and meet with this person already, but we hadn't heard. Huh? We hadn't heard back from them to say that they're ready to meet with us. So anyway, just thought I'd share the river with y'all. It's a couple of houseboats along there.
Is that big one float, or is it just built into the
I'm not sure.
pipe?
That's so low.
Yep.
Man,
Never seen it. Well, it's been a long time since I've seen it that long.
I wonder why it's so low.
I don't know. They getting a lot of rain everywhere but here. It'll kick back up soon.
I mean, I don't want it high, but
Yeah, no.
that looks awful low, though.
Like, I've never seen that sandbar out of the water that I could recall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's what Twin City Queen used to dock.
Yeah.
So, since there's no...
Yeah, we used to have a big boat called Twin City Queen that you could come and ride on
Big
Sundays. It was a big old paddle boat, and it would take you down the river and bring you back on Sundays. And so we used to go ride that with Jody's dad because he was the security.
He was a police officer and he worked security for that. And so we were able to get on there. It didn't cost us a dime.
We would ride with him.
We'd get to go up into the pilot house on top of it with the captain where it was air conditioned. Yeah, that was nice. But it'd be hot. Good Lord, it'd be hot. Went down there fishing.
It's a pretty day. It's a beautiful day, but it
hot.
is hot out there. Let me just tell you, it's hot.
96. A lot of humidity in the air.
Yeah, it's so hot. Like last night, it was late last night. It was 80 degrees, but with the heat index, it was 87. And that was late at night last night.
Yeah, it was what 11?
I don't know. Look how low that is down there. Wow. Anyway, I love water. I love sitting by water. I love listening to water. Just the waves. And just water is very calming to me. And so I just love water. Like I really love going down to the Gulf of America. And just, sitting out there listening to the waves. That's one of my favorite things to do. Okay. Oh, lady, it's too hot to be walking. Out in the sun. And then on this side is just lake.
Series of ponds.
Little ponds. I don't know. I see people fishing in them all the time. Yeah. I don't know if they really catch anything that great.
Well, they don't stock them because they get fish from when the river gets up and floods over in here.
Yeah.
So there's no telling what kind of fish are in there. Could be anything from brim to bass to gar to grinnell, who knows. Some Gasper goo.
What's going on over there?
What?
Across the river. Oh.
What do you see?
I don't know. I guess roots.
Yeah.
From
That's all I see is a bunch of trees.
Yeah, I guess tree roots from the water being so low. Goodness. You don't normally look like that.
Got that big old tree there. See the base of it?
And then here's the little ponds over here.
Okay, little fish in the water. Bugs and stuff. This is where I want to come fly fishing at.
No, yeah.
Yeah, cast back along these banks with the fly. Just twitch it a little bit, see what it's. Little green heron. Sit on that limb. I'm gonna get the tree in front of it now. Yeah. There's a little green heron on the side of that bush. Bunch of bobbers back there.
Anyway, I just thought I'd just share a little clip of the river and the ponds over here.
The levee on the other side.
Yeah, and that's the levee, and then Monroe is on that side, and then West Monroe town is on this side of the river. So, got West Monroe on that side and Monroe over here.
That's where Miss Kayla's from, is from West Monroe.
Yeah,
But we don't hold that against her.
I grew up in West Monroe, but I do joke about West Monroe because my friend Angela lives in West Monroe, and so I always say stuff about West Monroe people. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed that little clip. That's the Bible Museum right here.
You make the block.
No.
Huh?
No.
Brand new tennis courts.
This is Forsyth Park that we're visiting to ride through. I spent many a days here with the kids when they were younger. On this side is some soccer fields. And on this side is a brand new building. What does it say there?
It's the Charlotte Bolton Complex, Forsyth Tennis Center.
Okay. So they built some new tennis courts.
All these brand new ones, yeah.
And this over here used to be a swimming pool. And we used to come during the day, during the summer, just about every day. Me and a bunch of homeschool moms would come and hang out and let our kids swim all day long. But the pool's closed. It's been closed for years now.
Yeah.
And then there's a playground over there. A baseball field. We never used that. My kids weren't that sporty.
And the golf course.
And the golf course.
I played a mini round on that golf course.
Like nobody out. I guess it's just too hot.
It's too hot to be out right now. So you want to go back? Or?
It don't matter. Actually, we're not that far from where Dakota lives now.
Hmm?
I said, actually, we're not that far from where Dakota lives. He lives on this side.
What's the name of the street?
I don't know. Anyway, so that's Forsyth Park. We have a couple more parks. Caroli Park, and then some smaller parks around town. When Dakota was real little, like 4, he wanted his job to be the person that cleaned up Forsyth Park. When he was probably about 3 or 4, that's what he would say. I imagine he was thinking about going and swinging and stuff like that. Yeah.
You wouldn't think about working.
Yeah, he thought he would just have a job there and go swing. Which is better than what Elijah started out saying. When he was like 3, you'd ask him, what are you going to be when you grow up? And he said, kidnapper. And then, or was it bank robber first? Might have been a bank robber first. What are you going to be when you grow up? And he said, a bank robber. And then later he changed it to a kidnapper.
Thankfully, we hadn't got to that yet.
Yeah, thankfully he has not robbed any banks, and he has not kidnapped any kids.
That we're aware of.
That we're aware of. Lord, I hope not. Oh. It's a pretty little neighborhood here.
Yep. Oh, 12.
And then one time Elijah was in a reading class at the college, and so they had, I don't know what they had worked on that day, but obviously it was what you're going to be when you grow up. And all the little kids started coming out. I was kind of figuring that out because this one kid come out with this big fireman that he had drawn. And so somebody else come out with something, and I was like, oh my gosh, what did Elijah tell him? Did he tell him bank robber, or did he tell him kidnapper? But he came out with a vet. And he told him he wanted to be a veterinarian. I'm sure they coaxed him into saying that.
I'm sure they did when he started saying bank robber.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they was probably like, oh, do you like animals? Do you want to save animals? The things your kids will say. Anyway, we're just riding around wasting gas. There's nowhere to go that's cool. It's too hot to just sit in the car. without the air. So, I don't know. We need to meet with this woman so Big Daddy can sign insurance papers. That's one of the high schools.
Yeah.
So Big Daddy can sign insurance papers and all that kind of good stuff to start his new job. He needs to, and we just got Elijah to send us his, what do you call it? Social Security number.
Social Security.
To, you know, put him on the insurance and all.
For 5 months.
Yeah. He's still 25. I mean, he'll be 26 in December, so he'll still be on our insurance for a little bit longer.
Oh, yeah, it'll just be me and you. It'll go down a lot.
Will it?
Yes.
Well, that's good.
Just be me and thee.
He better go use that insurance. Well, he's got it. Go use the eye insurance and stuff.
Yeah.
Dental and eye. So,
Alright, she said they're still there, but she's wrapping up shortly.
okay. So the lady just texted him and said she'll be wrapping up shortly.
Tell her I'm gonna head that way.
Oh, yeah, so we're in the parking lot. This is an old neighborhood. Very old. But back in the day, it was a very, very nice neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big church over here. What church is that? Is that Auburn?
Episcopal. Grace Episcopal.
Oh, Grace Episcopal.
Episcopalian. Church of England.
Right.
Bob Silk Camera used to be a police substation.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't been down.
What did that used to be? School.
It was a school. Sally Humble.
No, it was Sally Hill. Something else.
You sure?
Some old folks home and community center now.
All right. Well, let's run on over there.
Yeah. Ain't gonna just run over there, but I can see it from right here.
Joel's.
Francis Tower over there.
Yeah. And there's where Big Daddy gets his hair cut.
Yep, before I get my hair cut. Lee's of the Con.
Mm.
Only 2 of those restaurants in the whole United States.
Oh,
I'm down South Louisiana, I'm up here.
I'm ready to go home and take a nap. I did not go to bed last night. I was up dealing with my tube and stuff like that. First, the tube on the bag come undone. And
the drain tube came.
the drain tube came out. And I had a huge mess to clean up. I mean, it was horrible. Oh, gosh. And so I'm cleaning that up. And as I'm getting it all clean, then my nose starts pouring fluid out. And I've got that coming out everywhere. So I'm having to clean that up too. But the more I bend over, the more fluid comes out. So I just kept having to re-clean it and re-clean and re-clean. Finally, I got all that cleaned up. Got the tube on my bag back in the best that I could. And then I got up from my desk and went to the kitchen and then came back to my desk, and a few minutes later my clothes were soaked. The bag had come unplugged from my tube, and so I had...
This wasn't your night last night.
No. And so I was like, my clothes were just wet, cold and wet and nasty. Oh my God, they were so nasty.
At least you weren't hot.
And so then I got up, and then I realized that I had stuff. When I came back from the kitchen, I left a trail all the way. So anyway, I got that closed up and taped up better. That's where we're going, at Washington Plaza, the big British building. So anyway, I had to tape that back up and get it secured, and then go clean up the kitchen floor, and then clean up the parlor floor, clean up all around my desk, take the mat out from under my desk and put it in the shower, spray it off, clean the bathroom floor. I was just in tears. I was in tears, and then
come get me.
no, you needed some sleep, so I didn't wake you up. So we have arrived at our destination. Don't it look hot out there? That looks hot, don't it?
Don't just look hot. It is hot.
I think this is the best shade that we got.
Yep.
And what are you doing backing up in here? What are we trying to get? The shade from these trucks?
Yeah. Something.
Hey friends, so we had made it home, but by the time we made it home, I was exhausted. Like my body was physically in pain. It was just a hard day. Any trip like that out of the house, I mean, that was an in-town doctor's visit, not out of town. But any trip like that is just exhausting to my body. And so I'm thankful that I got a new tube. This one feels much better. The other one had been in quite a while, and I kept saying I need a new tube. While I'm chatting, I'm going to be opening this Animal Crossing Lego set that Rebecca sent me. Thank you, Rebecca. This was on my Amazon wish list, and so I'm going to open that and check these out. I don't play Animal Crossing. My kids do on their Switch. But, and I know a lot of adults play Animal Crossing, basically, I say. So you're playing with calico critters, except online and not in real life. And they're like, yeah. Anyway, I use little sets like this as photography props. And so I'm going to put that together while I'm chatting. But thank you, Rebecca. Uh-oh, Phoebe goes down. Alright, so... But by the time we got home, I was just in tears. I did not even go in with Big Daddy at the last stop because I just couldn't. I was just done. And then we got home, and I just changed into pajamas, cleaned myself up, and got whatever done I needed to get done, and I went to bed and slept for a while. And then Big Daddy woke me up and said, we went by the bank at one point during the day, and he was trying to get everything set up with the new company that he's going to work for. He needed to turn in like our social security numbers and all that kind of stuff for insurance. And so that's what he was, doing. So we went to the bank, and he got all our bank information, had it all, I don't know if it's printed or wrote down or what, but he had it all, everything he needed to get turned in. Okay, so we went to that place, and then, I don't know, I don't know what he did while he was in there. I didn't really ask any questions. He signed papers or something, and then he was going to come home and do some stuff online for it or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, then while I was asleep, he come in there and said, I can't find that paper from the bank that had all our information on it. I'm like, what? And he's like, I don't know. Whenever I come back out, I don't know what happened to it. I'm like, so turns out he lost it out of his pocket when he came back out of that building. He opened the car door, and then he took his phone out of his pocket, and he threw his phone in, put it in where it, rides in the car. And then he got in the car, and we came straight home after that. And that paper did not come home with us. So he went back up there while I was taking a nap. He's let me know he was going to go back up there and look around in the parking lot and see if he could find it. So he went, and then he came back and said no, it wasn't there. He couldn't find anything. But there's also a very, very expensive restaurant there called Doe's. I've never been there. But anyway, it was open, so the parking lot had a lot of cars and stuff still there, even though it was, late in the evening. So he came home, and I got up, and we kind of looked around some more for it, and just couldn't find it anywhere. And so then later he decided, okay, I'm gonna go back up there and look one more time. I'm like, well, just look in the car again real good. And I went around the house just looking everywhere that he, would have went, and it could have possibly fell out of his pocket. I couldn't find it. He didn't find it in the car. So he went back up there and drove around, and I guess the wind had blew it to another parking lot, and it had tire marks all over it, but it was still folded up. No one had even unfolded it and looked at it or anything. He had called me and said, I can't find it, it's not here. I'm like, where else could it be? And then he said, wait a minute, let me go see what this is. And he got out of the car. He's like, this is it, this is it. Leave it to me to drop a piece. But anyway, so we got our bank information back. Nobody else got it. Oh, that was nerve-wracking, because we had already decided that we were going to have to go to the bank first thing in the morning and, get a new bank account or something, everything new, and then change all our stuff. And that would just be such a hassle. I did not want to fool with that, because I would never remember to change everything. But anyway, he got it. I'll let him live another day. Poor man. Oh. So I got up and have just been kind of peddling around the house, doing nothing of importance. I just am wore out from today. That did a lot on me. It really did. Trying to see where that is pointing. I think it's pointing here, but I'm not exactly sure. So I'm going to skip that part and move to the tree. Maybe. So anyway, I was kind of just tidying up around here, and thought I would put this together because I want to use it for a photo prop. And let's see, it goes up here. It goes up here, right here. Does it go? Something like that. I always loved Legos. My kids loved Legos. And now I've got some Legos that I got for Christmas that Big Daddy's going to put together for me. It's really cute little sets to use as photo props, and so he might even do that online at some point. Who knows? I'm not sure. I can't really see that well. It looks like a green with a pink on top of it, but there's a couple different greens. I'm trying to make sure I use the right one. Or are they the same? And there's another little pink also. Just want to make sure I use the right one at the right place. Oh, was I supposed to put this on top of that? No. Where does this go? Out to the side. It goes right there. Goodness, woman. Oh. This is dirt. So I felt a bit better once I got up. I didn't feel quite so bad. And I might even be able to be tolerated. I was just so in so much pain and just so miserable that I'm sure I was out of my mind. I don't know how Big Daddy puts up with me. I was just like, get me home. We drove around waiting on this lady, and driving around in a car for a long time like that just irritates my legs, gets that neuropathy going, and my legs just start stinging and burning and jump jittery, feeling and all, and I can't stand that. But then my whole body was just hurting. So I was down. I don't know if I'll make it out anymore this week for anything, but y'all have all told me. I do know now that the yarn bee, it's beginner bee, is that yarn at Hobby Lobby. When it's on sale next week, I am gonna save up my energy and go to Hobby Lobby and pick out the colors. I doubt I get the black yarn because I'm not gonna be choosing any projects that need black yarn. Where does this go? I don't see this going anywhere. I guess it might go on top of that, before that. Yeah, I think so. Maybe before the tree goes on, this might go on there. Does that look right? Oh, I was thankful I got the new tube and everything. Did I say that already? I can't remember. I'm still just wore out, to be honest. But I want to put my little Lego set together and have it here on my desk just to, like, play with. And I think this goes like just over here. Okay. I'll put a little pink one on top of that. And so also, well, my doctor had sent me to the surgery clinic, right, to get that tube done and all, and then I gotta go back and see my doctor in a month. We're gonna try something about my nose leaking the fluid, and yeah, it could be cerebral fluid leak. We're trying something else, and then if that doesn't help, then we're gonna do a CAT scan to check and see if we can't figure out where I'm leaking fluid from. I told him, I said, like I need one more thing, don't I? He had a student doctor with him today, and he said This is Miss Miller, and she is my most difficult case. And he was telling her about my Raynaud's and, you know, the lupus, the scleroderma, and gastroparesis, and just, you know, everything. And then I told him that, you know, the different doctors that I see seem to, oh, it goes like this. The different doctors that I see seem to focus on different things. Like, he focuses on the Raynaud's and lupus. My GI doctor focuses on the gastroparesis and the CREST. And the rheumatologist in Shreveport, she focuses on scleroderma. So they all kind of focus on something else, and it's just kind of interesting, you know, that each one blames different things on whatever's happening. But I'll go back to see him in a month, so I don't see more flowers on here. Oh, is there another page? Oh, so this connects them together in a moment. I'll put that under there. And this is like something's planted here that hadn't come up yet. This is a cute little set. And I can use it for some little photo props and stuff like that. I collect little things, you know, I like little cutesy things, so this is right up my alley. Okay, I don't know what these pieces go to, though. I don't see them on here anywhere. This piece looks like it might connect something. Just look back at it one more time. Oh wait, I bet it connects the ladder. Yeah, I bet it's gonna connect that ladder there. Yeah, they slipped that piece past me. I think the ladder is supposed to go behind these two. Okay. I have another little Animal Crossing set in there in my little stack of Legos. I need to get out. And I don't see any more flowers except for that one. But I have another one here. I think I'm just going to put it... I'm just going to put it right here. Looks like it's just kind of like a little extra. I'm going to put this little sprout right here, like something sprouting up from that. If I can get it in the right place. Anyway, that was our day, and now it is nighttime, and I am going to bed because I am still exhausted And I need a good night's sleep to be able to function tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. Actually, I think this video is going to come out kind of early in the day, and it could possibly be, well, I don't know. Depends on how I feel. I better not say any kind of promises or anything like that. Okay, there we go. And let me see. Did it say his name? I like for things to have names. So he needs a name. Let me see. He's probably got one. Maple. Is that right? M-A-P-L-E? Maples? Pumpkin garden. So that is Maple. Pumpkin garden right there. You know what? I'm going to move this flower over here. I think I did pretty good putting that together with no fingers. I mean, honestly. I know nobody asked, but but I thought I would just throw that out there. And put him on the side right there so he can water his pumpkin garden. That is cute. Thank you so much, Rebecca. And I did receive some other things for you, and I will be doing a Happy Meal video like very soon. I just gotta get it together. I'm just always so exhausted, and I gotta get it together though. And I have another crochet video coming up. So I will see you all in the next video, friends. Love you all. Have a great day.